Good morning, children. It's time for today's EVS class. Myself, Kavita Shri here. Today, we are going to start the 13th chapter, A River Tale. Today's subtopic is Origin of a River. The expected learning outcomes of today's class are identification of different sources of water, awareness of origin of a river and the path followed by it, understanding of importance of river water, to develop critical thinking and generate new ideas. The competencies covered here are observation and reporting, identification and classification. Before starting our class, let us quickly revise your previous knowledge about water. Children, all of us know that water is very important for us. We use water for various purposes like drinking, washing hands, brushing teeth, taking bath, cooking, watering the plants, etc. There are various sources of water. Some sources are natural and some are man-made. The natural sources of water are rain, river, waterfalls, oceans, lakes, glaciers, etc. Whereas the man-made sources of water are well, tube well, taps, dams, ponds, etc. Children, look at the picture. What can you see? Yes, a river is flowing. But do you know where do rivers originate? Rivers begin from a higher ground such as mountain or hill where rainwater or melting snow collects and forms tiny streams. Some rivers also originate from the glaciers. Do you know what is a glacier? A glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves slowly over land. Glaciers are often called rivers of ice. You must have noticed that people always try to settle near the river banks. Why? Yes, because river water is very important. People use river water to collect the drinking water, to wash the clothes, take bath, catch fish, or to irrigate their lands. Children, think for a while. Some rivers have many fish, but some have only few. Do you know why? Think over it. We will discuss about it in the next class. So children, today you have learned that rivers begin from a higher ground such as mountain or hill where rainwater or melting snow collects and forms tiny streams. Some rivers also originate from the glaciers. A glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves slowly over land. Glaciers are often called rivers of ice. River water is used for drinking, washing, catching fish, and irrigation. So, children, today your assignment is question number 1. Where do rivers begin? Number 2. What is a glacier? Number 3. What are the uses of river water? Children, write down these answers in your notebook and learn the answers with their spellings. That's all in today's class. Thank you. Good morning, children. Welcome to today's EVS class. We are doing the 13th chapter, A River Tale. Today's subtopic is water pollution. The expected learning outcomes of today's class are identification of major causes of water pollution, awareness of the effects of water pollution, to develop critical thinking and generate new ideas. The competencies covered here are observation and classification and discovery of facts. Before starting our class, let us quickly revise what you have learnt in the previous class. In our last class, you have learned that rivers begin from a higher ground such as mountain or hill where rainwater or melting snow collects and forms tiny streams. Some rivers also originate from the glaciers. A glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves slowly over the land. Glaciers are often called rivers of ice. River water is used for drinking, washing, catching fish, and irrigation. Children, look at the picture here. In the beginning, river water is very fresh and pure. Look here, another picture showing clean river water. Look here, the animals are freely moving in the fresh water. Does river water remain clean throughout its journey? Let us find out. Look here, what can you see? This is dirty water with foul smell. This is a polluted river. What is water pollution? Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies due to human activities. Let us find out what are the major causes of water pollution. Look here, what can you see? Yes, garbage is disposed in the river water. This causes water pollution. Look here, industrial wastes are dumped in the river water. Here is another picture showing the industrial waste. Sewage water disposal is also another major cause of water pollution. Pesticides are substances that are used to control pests, including the weeds. Sometimes the pesticides also flow into the river water with the rain. This also causes water pollution. Look here, the effects of water pollution. Water pollution can kill water animals. Water pollution may cause various diseases in human beings. So, what are the effects of water pollution? Water pollution can kill the water animals. Water pollution can cause diseases like typhoid, cholera, fever, dysentery, jaundice, and malaria. Chemicals in water can damage the nervous system and also cause cancer. So children, today you have learned that water pollution is the contamination of water bodies due to human activities. The causes of water pollution are dumping of garbage in water, disposal of industrial waste, sewage disposal in water, disposal of pesticides in water. Water pollution can kill the water animals and cause various diseases in human beings. So children, write down the answers of these questions in your notebook. Number 1. What is water pollution? Number 2. What are the causes of water pollution? Number 3. What are the effects of water pollution? Write down these answers and learn the answers with their spellings. That's all in today's class. Thank you. Good morning, children. It's time for today's EVS class. We are doing the 13th chapter, A River Tale. Today's subtopic is Flood. The expected learning outcomes of today's class are observation of changes that occur in the journey of a river, identification of causes of flood, awareness of effects of flood, to develop critical thinking and generate new ideas. The competencies covered here are observation and reporting, identification and classification, discovery of facts. Children, in our previous class you have learnt about water pollution. Water pollution occurs due to various human activities like disposal of garbage in the river water, disposal of industrial waste and sewage in river water, and many other human activities. Water pollution can kill the animals that live in water. It can also cause various diseases in human beings. Does the water level in the rivers remain same all the time? Let us find out. Look here, what can you see? Yes, this river is looking dry. Rivers get dried up during winters when there is very less rainfall. This is called dry season. In Assam, the dry season comes between November to February or March. Look here, another picture of a river. What can you see? Yes, the water is overflowing in this river. Rivers have overflowing water during summers and rainy season when there is very heavy rainfall. This is called wet season. In Assam, the wet season comes between April to September or October. Look here, what can you see? Yes, the houses, the land, everything is submerged in water. This is called flood. So, what is flood? Flood is the overflow of river water that submerges the land that is usually dry. This type of flood which occurs due to overflow of river water is called natural flood. But in some places with only a few showers of rain, water gets collected all over the area. This is due to lack of proper drainage system. Such type of flood is called artificial flood. Artificial flood does not occur due to overflow of river water. Children, look here. What type of problems people face during the flood? Look here. People are starving for food. Even loss of lives occur during the flood. Loss of animal life is also there during the flood. Look here, you can see the picture of a flood affected farm. Here you can see the picture of a school locked down due to the flood. Look here, the hospital is submerged in flood water. People become jobless during the flood. There are a lot of problems of transportation during the flood. Children, natural flood cannot be stopped, but we can do certain things by which we can minimize or reduce the damage from the flood. So, how can damage from flood be reduced? By construction of barriers and dams, construction of canals and drains, and proper drainage system in towns and cities. So children, today you have learned that flood is the overflow of river water that submerges the land that is usually dry. This type of flood is called natural flood. In some places with only a few showers of rain, water gets collected all over the area. This is due to lack of proper drainage system. Such type of flood is called artificial flood. Artificial flood is not due to overflow of river water. So children, today's assignment is question number 1, what is natural flood? Question number 2, what is artificial flood? Write down these answers in your notebook and learn the answers with their spellings. That's all in today's class. Thank you.
Namaskar, my name is Vedanga Pratim Das. I am going to do an experiment. I have taken 5 glasses of water and 5 bowls. I have taken sugar, oil, haldi, lemon juice and flour. I am putting sugar in 1 glass. Then I am putting oil. Then I am putting haldi in the water. Then I am putting lemon juice in the water. Then I am putting flour in the water. I am stir the oil glass. First, the sugar is not visible in water, so it is soluble. The oil is floating in the water, so it is insoluble. The haldi powder is not soluble, and it is the color of the water is also changed, and it is clump. The lemon juice is not visible, so it is soluble. The flour is clump, so it is insoluble. Thank you.
Hello children, it's time for today's EVS class. We are doing the 13th chapter, A River Tale. Today's subtopic is cleaning of water. In your previous class, you have done an experiment based on soluble and insoluble substances. Substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances. For example, salt and sugar. Whereas substances which do not dissolve in water are called insoluble substances. For example, sand, oil, haldi, atta, etc. So children, from your experiment, you could find that sugar is soluble. Color of water does not change. Oil is insoluble. It floats in water. Color of water does not change. Haldi is insoluble. Color of water changes. Lemon juice is soluble. Color of water slightly changes. Flour or atta is insoluble. Color of water changes. Children, we get water from various sources like rain, well, tap, river, stream, lake. But the water which we get from these sources may not be fit for drinking directly. We have to first purify it or clean it. So let us find out what are the methods of cleaning the water. How is water cleaned at home? Look here. What can you see? Yes, this is a picture showing boiling of water. Boiling is the most effective way to purify water. Boiling kills the harmful microorganisms present in water. Filtration is another method of cleaning the water. Look here, this is a picture of a clay pot filter. Here, layers of gravel, coarse sand, fine sand are put inside a clay pot. When water is put in this pot, it filters the water and clean and pure water is collected in the container which is placed below it. This is a picture of the candle filter. It is used in most of our homes, isn't it? Look here, this is a picture of a UV light filter. Here, ultraviolet light is used to filter the water. Chlorination is another method of purifying water. Chlorine tablets are put in water and it helps to kill the germs in the water. So children, today you have learned that the methods of cleaning water are boiling. Boiling is the most effective way to purify water. Filtration by using clay pot, candle filters or UV filters. Chlorination. Chlorine has the ability to kill germs in water. So children, today's assignment is question number 1. Draw the picture of a clay pot filter. Second question is write the methods to clean water. Write down these answers in your notebook and learn the answers with their spellings. With this, we come to an end of chapter number 13. Thank you.